Hello and welcome to the CONTROL Esports Podcast, the podcast where we talk about everything gaming and esports. I'm your host Anton, and today I'm joined by my friend Christopher, one of the other admins of the Twitter page.
Hey, what's up? That's me. I'm Smoke or Christopher, whatever you want to call me.
Okay, so before we actually get into talking about different gaming and esports, since this is the first episode, I just want to give a small introduction on how the Twitter works and how our two podcasts work. So first of all, our Twitter is a gaming news page, so we try to get as many stories out as possible every single day. I aim for about 10. I have one of the other admins aiming for about 5 to 10. And in total, we have 4 admins on the Twitter page. Now, we have 2 podcasts. The first one I do on my own, or one of the admins will do on their own. It's a weekly roundup, basically where they talk about the main stories that happen in the week. It's just a minute or two long, and they upload it. No editing, nothing like that. Just a nice roundup of what happened during the week. And then there's this podcast where I'm going to be hosting it. I'm going to be joined by one or two people, and we'll just be talking about different things in gaming. And also, the Twitter graphics, the logo, and everything. I think I'm going to stick with the logo. We're actively working on a new banner. Just a small introduction to the podcast, and let's start. All the time we're hearing Fortnite's a dead game. Fortnite's going to die. Fortnite's going to not be around for much longer. Now, the reason I disagree with that, partially, is just because of the way the game is made. Now, don't get me wrong here, the Fortnite trend is dead. Now, the reason why Fortnite is going to last so long is, and actually, I wanted to make this a separate YouTube video, but I think it'll be great to have this in the podcast. I was trying to do some research, and what I found is the best, one of the best marketing tactics that a company can use. And the main one is speed and freshness. The game is always fresh, more so with the item shop, but lately, every single season, there's been a significant map change. So if you look at the season 7, you had the polar peaks added, and season 8, you have the pirate coves, the volcanoes, and everything. So that keeps the game fresh. Now, also, if you notice, the item shop gets updated every single day, and you have new emotes very, very often. Now, the thing about this is this a tactic that's used with our millennial generation by companies, and it's very smart because the way that our generation thinks is we always want new things. Fortnite, Epic Games more specifically, when they released the game, everyone was playing it, everyone loved it, and they noticed something: their game is going to die. Now, this applies to any single trend, and like I said, the trend's already dead. So, what Epic Games decided to do is constantly refresh the game and make it just a lot better. I saw a video on YouTube talking about how they were still in beta, and it's more so for the consoles because if they're in beta on Xbox, they can keep releasing updates and they don't have a limit as to how many updates they can release. And that's a very, very smart thing to do. And also, recently they've had large events like the Katowice Royale that just passed, I think, a week or two ago. And for 2019, Epic Games had budgeted a total of $100 million prize pool for their game. And that's huge. One of
But
the other
like,
things, everyone's been saying this. First of all, obviously, it's free to play, and it's appropriate for younger audiences. If you look at stuff like PUBG, Apex Legends, and Black Ops 4 Blackout, it's just not necessarily appropriate for younger ages, for people, say, under 9 or 10. Parents are more tolerant to it just because of the cartoonish graphics. So those are the reasons I think why Fortnite is actually not dead. What do you think about this?
the thing is, I think it kind of is because like on your last point, you said that they're like it's appropriate for more children under 9 and 10. That's a reason why a lot of people don't like it. They're making it more like they're focusing on more on like children than like making their game actually better. These like I don't look at the item shop because I don't play Fortnite anymore, but I've seen these like skins and they're stupid. They're not like season 1 skins like Renegade Raider. They're like those little things outside like tire shops that are like they're like red and they like just float with the air.
Yeah, yeah, that's, I know. Yeah.
Like they made skins for one of those and like that's so stupid. Like I don't know anyone who bought that. And Like with the consistent map changes, it's just overwhelming because like everything is new and like you can't go to those because there'll be like 99 out of 100 players there. And like I just don't find it like fun anymore because like if you're not good at the game, then you never will be because like every season just brings along more and more like sweats and tryhards. Like you just can't do it anymore. That's why most people switch to Apex because it's just a fresh start.
Yes, you're right. They literally exhausted all their ideas with the item shop. I think up to season 5 the item shop was really nice and fresh, but after that all the emotes and the skins yeah, they were terrible.
Yeah, and the emotes just keep getting worse and worse.
Yes, they're running out of ideas, and that's also one of the things. They pumped out all their ideas at the beginning to try to keep the trend going, because I think it was last year, yeah, 2018. Fortnite made, I think, $1 billion in revenue. I'm gonna search that up right now as you talk, but they were they just put all their resources they could into just keeping that fresh, and now obviously they've run dry of ideas, and the item shop isn't as well, but it's still being updated. And I guess the fresh start like Apex Legends, it does make sense, but the thing is, Apex is going to follow the same fate that Blackout did. It's going to die. When is it going to
Yeah,
die?
like
At first I thought it was going to die within a month or two. Now I'm giving it about a timeline of maybe 6 months to a year.
yeah, I know. And like the thing with Fortnite is like they made 2.5 billion in 2018 and like cuz that was when Fortnite was at its peak. Like at the start of season 3 was in like March, I think. And that's when it like blew up and then just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And like now they like in 2018 there are like at the beginning kids at my school, one of them said they spent over $1,000 on Fortnite, and now at my school you get bullied if you talk about Fortnite. That's how fast it just dropped.
I did just check out, and they made last year they made 2.5 billion, and this is also one of the reasons they were able to invest $100 million behind the prize pool. They're hoping to get that $100 million back by having the game not absolutely die. Uh, what do you think about that?
Well, to be honest, I think it will, because the only audience I really see is like elementary schoolers, and then the only people still playing it is people like Ninja.
Yeah, no, I remember also looking on my Twitch feed, and all I'd see is like, I just remember Dr. Loop as an example. Normally when he plays Fortnite, he gets about 15,000 to 20,000 viewers. At least the last time I watched his Fortnite stream, and I remember when he was playing Apex Legends, he got like 7-8,000, but yet he still plays it, and that's just to show how tired of Fortnite streamers are getting. It's
Yeah,
yeah.
like I haven't seen a single tweet in so long saying I'm gonna be streaming Fortnite. I see I'm gonna be streaming Apex. Like,
I think that Fortnite definitely has a lot to show us. I think that Epic will get their $100 million prize pool return as of their game not dying, but also Apex Legends is going to be a very very interesting kind of thing.
yeah, I don't
And
like either games to be honest.
yeah, I mean, Battle Royale scene, a lot of people are starting to hate on it, but the fact is,
Yeah, 'cause like
yeah,
it's just game after game after game. Like when Apex dies, we're just gonna get a new one.
yeah, yeah, I definitely get what you're saying there. But I think the Battle Royale scene, it's here to stay around. It's not going to go away anytime soon.
Yeah, I know that the Battle Royale game mode will go on for a very long time, but like again, since Battle Royale like took off in 2017 with PUBG, and then that died right when Fortnite came out, and then that glory for Fortnite lasted until 2019, of course, and then Apex came out. So I think every single game will have 1 year of their glory, and then they'll just die off.
Now, also, I was just saying about Battle Royale esports. When it first came out, when there was the PUBG Twitch Invitational, when I was watching it, I'm like, what kind of idiot would want to play Battle Royale as an esport? who wants to do that? And all of a sudden, $100 million prize pool. It's quite interesting. No one would think of how possible Battle Royale esports are just because of the amount of RNG in there. But somehow, some way, people were able to shape it. Battle Royale esports, they're going somewhere. So, guys, thank you for tuning into the podcast. As of recording, it's like 27 minutes long. I don't think it's going to be that long. It's probably going to be cut down to like 10 because of a bunch of blanks that we had in between speeches. So, if you guys enjoyed the podcast, be sure to follow us on whatever platform this is posted on. Chances are it's going to be YouTube and SoundCloud for now. Obviously, with Twitter, be sure to follow our Twitter at CTRL Esports News. And you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.